Welcome back everyone, it's Funguy here. Another week and another new weapon. Let's take a look at the Type 97 LMG this week and all the pros and cons it has. So before we get into it, I just want to say that I have currently got a slight cold which has left me sounding very nasally and groggy, so I do apologise about that, but do bear with me, this won't take too long. Now, seeing as this is the Japanese sort of counterpart release to the BAR, we're going to be comparing the two, relatively speaking. I have to say that this definitely feels like the lesser of the two guns. For one, it's only got a fixed rate of fire of about 570 rounds a minute. I do like that, it's quite controllable, but when you're used to having two modes, it just doesn't quite feel the same. So like I said, that rate of fire is nice and slow, which makes the gun quite controllable to fire. However, it does tend to start jumping around quite a lot after your first 5 shots, so if you want to be good with this weapon, you're going to have quite good discipline with your burst control. And I definitely found that using bursts of about 4 to 5 shots at a time really was the sweet spot with this weapon. You can see here I'm sort of spraying around, not really hitting much. But in some of the later clips you'll see these little bursts of 4 or 5. There we go. Seem to do quite well. Then we get on to the next thing, the magazine capacity. It's got more than the BAR, but it's only 5 shots more. That with the sort of decreased damage means that you're going to be reloading a lot, so that shot control really comes in a lot more. So now that we've gone over the general handling characteristics, so it's probably a good idea to talk about the different scopes you can use for this gun. And the iron sights are absolutely awful. They're actually on the other side of the gun to this sight here. I would recommend never using those. The second set of sights you can have is the sort of AA sights. They're also on the right hand side of the gun. Sack them off. This aperture sight here is on the right side of the gun, so on the left side, but by the right side I mean the correct side that you should have. So I would opt for that, or if you really want that extra range, there is that weird super fat tube looking thing I had on the gun a second ago, which is a 3x scope. No idea why it has to look so ginormous on this gun, but I mean, it looks like a clown's scope, so if you feel like a clown, feel free to put that on. I'd go with the aperture sight on this, works really well. As you can see, getting those 5 round bursts in, doing pretty good. Same again here. Little bursts, not able to get kills there, but plenty of suppression. And getting those suppression points is something you should get used to with this gun, because the bullet is quite underpowered. I believe it's actually made of cheese, so you need to be hitting them with quite a lot of those bullets to get a kill. So that's why, in my opinion, the BAR is just the better machine gun. However, some people may like this and choose to use it, that's up to them. Me, I'll be using the BAR. So now that my verdict is out there on that, let's talk about the specializations quickly. Specialization 1, pick whichever side you like, doesn't really matter, doesn't really make too much difference with this gun, I think. Specialization 2, go to the right hand side, which should be improved aim while stationary. Specialization 3, go right again, you have to. That is improved aim while moving. And specialization 4, you can either go for the 15% quicker reload, or as I've gone for, the reduced vertical recoil. I just thought that would be more handy. It's the reload speed I can manage quite well. If you have trouble with your reloading, you like to get maybe a bit closer, stuck in the action, then by all means go for that reload. And there's a guy dropping out the sky. That has been the Type 97 LMG. I have been Funguy, and I will see you in the next video. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like the video. I'll be back hopefully less bunged up in the next one. Peace out.